Welcome back, True Seeker. It is Saturday, November 16th, 2024. And just a little update on Sweet Lady. She is in a hospital bed being taken good care of. I'm taking a little break. We've been up all night. Her contractions started late last night. Doctor thinks the baby's going to be out either real late today or early tomorrow. So we'll see if that estimate is correct. But somebody passed along a message saying I need to look into Rex 84, and this is a new one to me. This was a military exercise that happened in, I bet you can guess the year, Readiness Exercise 1984 Bravo. That George Orwellian year, the year that Ronald Reagan, the career Democrat who became a Republican when he became a politician and was a Hollywood actor who ran on MAGA. Again, that was the year he won re-election 40 years ago now. He was number 40. We've seen a whole lot of this 84 and 40 combination. Think of the shooting scare on the 40th parallel north in Butler, next to 84 Pennsylvania, and then the return of Donald Trump to Butler 84 days later. But notice what this was about. This was a simulation of moving a bunch of Americans out of the country, or maybe not even Americans, people who didn't belong here. You know, Trump saying he's going to have the biggest deportation of illegals that the nation's ever seen. And people need to realize that's going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money. That's going to be very expensive. It's going to build the military police state. But they simulated doing something like this, again, back in 1984. And between now and then, of course, we had the passing of NATO, which put Latin American farmers out of business, which caused mass immigration to the United States of America. And this was all foretold by people who saw it coming a million miles away, like Byron Dorgan. Again, go back and listen to what Byron Dorgan was saying about NAFTA if it passed. He said, surely you will have a flood of illegals into America because they'll have no other place to go if we pass this bill, which will destroy Mexican farm workers. And that's because it brought the price of corn down so low that no Mexican farmer growing and selling corn could even come anywhere near surviving. So again, policies that have been created by the state and mega corporations, you know, ones that sell corn on economies of scale, the only ones who can afford to sell at such a rock bottom price, they negotiate these things, and it puts normal people out of business. And then it creates scenarios like what we're dealing with now. And understand, these people, they know that. They operate by order out of chaos. And what's interesting is if you look at this Rex 84, it ended up factoring into Iran-Contra. Through the drills they were doing, they were funneling in drugs. Talk about order out of chaos. See how you can just bury things like, oh, well, we're spending all that money to simulate moving 500,000 people out of the country. But then, lo and behold, some other things are going on too. Like bringing things in the country that are supposedly illegal that, as we know, get funneled into poor communities, so then they can put those people in cages and turn them into corporate labor for pennies on the dollar. Again, this is how it works in the fascist states of America. And then they keep everybody fighting over this two-party political system. So many people think the Republicans are going to clean up the problem. But was it not the Republican George Herbert Walker Bush who talked about a new world order? A new world order, 11 years to the day of his son being in office when the World Trade Center came down. You know, George Herbert Walker Bush, look it up, September 11th, 1990, a speech about a new world order. And then the next Republican president after him was his son, and then the next Republican president after him was Donald Trump. When Donald Trump swore in Mad Dog Mattis, I still remember John McCain's question to old Mad Dog. He said, Mr. Mattis, do you know what is going on with the New World Order right now? Again, you guys, these parties do not represent us. It's two wings of the same bird. Again, it's playing big games, creating problems, providing their solutions, and within their solutions, you know, might come a whole bunch of illegal substances. Then, you know, your streets might be flooded with them. And as time goes on, it might turn into a cheap thing that starts with F. And there's overdoses all over the place. And lo and behold, these same people have been talking about population control. But anyway, this Rex 84, I would say it's definitely something to look into. Rex 84. So, new one to me. And Like a lot of these things, there's a trail that goes back even deeper than 1984, but 1984, what are the odds that they did the biggest simulation of the mass movement of illegals out of the country? And now Donald Trump, again, riding on the coattails of Ronald Reagan, he says it's going to happen. It's going to happen 40 years after number 41 re-election. And let's not forget what's interesting in gematria about 40 and 84. The letters U and S. U is the 21st letter with the alphabetic order. S is the 19th. 21 plus 19 is 40. United States with the alphabetic order and numerology applied, United States equates to 40. Again, U becomes 3 when numerology is applied because the 21st letter becomes 2 plus 1 is 3. Just make each letter a single-digit number using the alphabetic order with numerology applied. United States 40, without numerology, US 40. And when you spell out 40 as a word, it equates to 84. When you write out United States of America with the alphabetic order and numerology, it equals 84. Major foreshadowing 40 years in advance because things are this planned out. These people are building a new world order, thus funneling in people from all over the world through the border in something that's not an accident, but part of a plan. And again, they can keep shifting between the two political parties. So you say, oh, it was that party's fault. No, it was that party's fault. They passed that legislation. No, they passed that legislation. Again, you guys, look at how they're all involved. Hey, had Trump delivered on his campaign promise in 2016 that he was going to build a big, beautiful wall and have Mexico pay for it, none of this would have even been possible under Biden, right? But of course, that didn't happen, and not by accident. Then you get Biden in there, and you're like, what in the world's going on? It's like they're baiting people to come through, and now Trump's back again. And again, you guys, it's all a show. And this is how they're building the new world order. One day at a time, one administration at a time, one ritual at a time, one drill that becomes reality at a time. So yeah, Rex 84, thank you to the person who passed this comment along. I'll do some more research on it. Right now, I'm limited to the cell phone. But, yeah, spread the word, you guys. People got to wake up. Donald Trump is no savior. Neither political party is. Again, they serve a very corporate fascist agenda. They do not serve we the people. This nation is not sovereign. It is controlled by international bankers. They got international intentions. They got world domination plans in there. Well, They don't just have plans. They are dominating the world, and that's what people need to wake up to. If it's ever going to change, these people need to be removed from power. So go back and look at what the founders said. If you ever have central bankers, what will happen to the country? And voila, here we are. All right. Till next time, everybody. Have a good day.